flip the camera around. It's a pretty convenient location. Basketball in front of us. Football stadium behind us. We are here to give you our outrageous predictions for Ohio State's game at Minnesota on Saturday. We're not wearing Halloween costumes for the first time in a month, thanks to Landis not wanting to let it go, but we're still going to try to be outrageous. Bill, I'll start with you.
Hair. I dyed it.
Outrageous prediction, we'll start with you. Your hair looks really nice, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you that.
I spent some extra time on it for you. Well, I had an idea coming into this for my outrageous prediction, and
Doug took both of them.
Doug stole my idea, and then Ari's going to steal it, or was going to steal it too. So my outrageous prediction will be that Noah Brown will score a touchdown this week against Minnesota. Obviously, with Dontre Wilson out, someone different is going to be getting his touches from the H-back position, and maybe it'll be Jalen Marshall just getting all the touches. We don't know. But Urban Meyer mentioned Noah Brown as a guy who deserves some playing time, and who could see some time against Minnesota, who I don't think is very good, and it could be another blowout, so maybe Noah Brown gets in the game. And he's 240 pounds, 243 pounds. I like a guy that size who can run with the ball in his hand. I think he gets in the end zone.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll play, but, it's outrageous.
I know.
Don't hate him for being outrageous.
I know.
All right, why don't you be a little bit less outrageous then, since he's too outrageous for you?
Okay, I'm looking this up. I almost feel like this is not...
He's texting.
This is not outrageous. It's just like fact. David Cobb, the Minnesota running back, is not going to gain 50 yards against Ohio State. He gained 220 yards against Middle Tennessee this year, 207 against San Jose State, 183 against Michigan, and 194 against Purdue. When they played TCU, which is the team that Ohio State is at that level, that's who they're fighting for to get a playoff berth, David Cobb had 15 carries for 41 yards. Show this video when I'm wrong. Minnesota is not that good. Somebody has to win. When you have mediocre Big Ten teams and they play each other, you can't have both teams lose. They beat Iowa last week and had a good win, and I think that puffed up the team they are. They're a team that has not played a tough schedule. I think they're going to lose their last 3 games and finish 7-5. They happen to be 7-2 right now, and people are playing the Minnesota's good game. I cannot play it. I don't think they're going to do much, and I think David Cobb is a fine running back. I do not think he's going to run against this defense.
Ohio State should be thankful they're number 25. They'll be 2-0 against top 25 committee teams.
I know people talk about that, though, but they're going to beat them, and then they're not going to be in the top 25. And
but
then
I
they
still
won't
think
count.
Don't you get?
No, I mean it's like when they talk about it.
Okay.
2 weeks when the committee talks about top 25 wins, Minnesota is not going to be in the top 25, so they're not going to get credit for that. Minnesota happened to barely squeak in the week they played Ohio State. So
You got a little edge to you. I like it.
I get
aggravated is the word I would use.
I hate fake pumping up teams that aren't that good. It's one of my least favorite things. I think you're lying to the fans. And again, I'd rather be wrong. I'd rather be wrong 1 time out of 100. I've covered too many games here where you think a mediocre team is coming in and people say, you got to watch out for this team. And then Ohio State wins by 30. And it's like, yeah, they won by 30. Everybody knew that. That's what's happening this week.
Speaking of winning by 30, since Cobb, mine was going to be less than 50. I usually, Doug and I could not agree less on everything, but that was my precise. I came here with less than 50 yards. He did the research, so you get the nod. But I'm going to agree with him again and say Ohio State's going to win by 30 and score more than 50 points. That's like my favorite outrageous prediction, and I'm doing pretty good.
You are.
I'm doing pretty good at it. I think I'm like 2 or 3-1. Thanks, Penn State. But seriously, I think Ohio State is, unless there's a blizzard out there, which Landis won't wear a coat for, I just don't anticipate how Ohio State could be stopped. I think everybody's talked all year about how great Minnesota's running game is. It's good because that's all they do. I'm not necessarily sure their defense is apt to stop Ohio State from doing what it wants to do, and because of it, Ohio State wants to win good. They want to win on the road. They want to win big. They want to impress people. They want to pass the eye test, and I could not be talking faster. So that's what I think, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks so much for watching, and be sure to give us your outrageous predictions in the comments. I'm starting to shiver because it's 38 degrees. Colder than I thought it was going to be. So for cleveland.com, outside of Value City Arena over there and Ohio Stadium over there, thanks for watching.
That's a bridge.
They know who we are, so do I have to... Okay, he's Doug. That's Bill. I'm Ari. That's a bridge. And we're outrageous.